Hello there.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. We've got an exciting match for you today. We got Eli McCaig going up against Jim Green. Is it 2020, 2019? I don't know. It might be. This is going to be fun. It's kind of like a little, like, we got some of the old people here. You know, it's this. We should normalize being old. It's okay to be old. Jim, Eli have been around forever. Both have taken leave of absences, but then come back and, done well. And Eli just returned this season in a previous match against Nick Carley and did very well for himself. And Jim always crushing it, showing up, having a good time and having fun. So I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, feels like a little bit of a reunion of sorts, even though I don't know if these two have ever played or ever talked in more than 7 seconds to each other. I just don't know. But anyway, we'll get into the match and we'll talk to them right now in the promos.
So Nazario abandoned me for his kid or something, so I'm just by myself, and I'm getting to play that guy that watches movies for the news or something, because that's a thing. Still, I guess. If this was a melee brawl match, Eli would have wiped the floor with me. So, but luckily this isn't watching Night Swim or Madam Web. At least not yet, so let's fucking do it.
I'm going up against Jim. This is going to be a lot of fun. I think the last time I went up against him was in a TV match a long time ago. It is old. It is an old time. I will normalize being old. Look at the grays in my beard, normalizing oldness. But yeah, this is going to be fun. I do review movies. In fact, not even for my job, I rewatched or watched for the first time all 5 of the Jack Ryan movies. So yeah, I'm prepared. Also, watch the extended edition of the Lord of the Rings trilogy for the first time. They're great. Yeah, I can't wait. Let's get into this.
Unfortunate that the extended versions aren't in trivia, but I will have to say that they are pretty perfect. So good on you. Let's get into it. Starting with round number 1, here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you're going to be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. You get 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Guys, any questions as we get into round number 1?
No.
Okay, first category you will get in round 1 is in sci-fi icons. In Ghostbusters Afterlife, Phoebe uses her 1 phone call from jail to call a number that connects her to which former Ghostbuster? We will take first name, last name, or both, if you so please. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Eli.
Ray Stantz.
And Jim.
Just Ray.
Ray Stantz is correct. So 1 point apiece. Your next question is in the category of James Bond. In which James Bond movie is it revealed that James Bond has a daughter? Oh my. I have a daughter. She's all right. She's pretty cute. But then says horribly mean things sometimes. Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jim.
I don't know. I wrote Golden.
And Eli.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die is correct. So it is 2-1. Your next question is in the category of DC. Who plays Professor Edward Bailey in Red 2? This is the second Red movie. Not to be confused with the first Red movie. Because they're not the same. Stunning commentary. I know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Eli.
Anthony Hopkins?
And Jim?
I wrote Morgan Freeman.
Anthony Hopkins is correct. So, next question is in the category of Pixar. In Monsters, Inc., who finds the secret door behind the tool shelf that leads to the room where Randall is working on the Scream extractor? I didn't write this. People just doing nice things for me. Sweet of Nick if he wrote this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim.
Boo.
And Eli.
Boo!
Boo is correct.
Did I scare you?
Boo. No. Your next question is in the category of the Wizarding World. Which Wizarding World character's last words before dying are, "You have your mother's eyes"?
Thought I could jump scare you. The boo.
Nah. Not so easily startled this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Eli.
Snape?
And Jim.
Snape. Severus Snape.
Dumbledore! Yeah, Snape is correct. Is in the category of Marvel. In what U.S. city is Worthington Labs based in X-Men: The Last Stand? This is the one where the X-Men take the last stand until the next movie, in which they stood once again. But I guess it was the last stand of this plot line, which was horribly handled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jim.
San Francisco.
And Eli.
San Francisco.
San Francisco is correct. It is 6-4, still a 2-point game. Your next question is in the category of Law and Order. In which Law and Order movie will you see a group of kids from a baseball team robbing an electronics store with their coach? Wow. Not great coaching. I've never coached a sports ball team, but I have been a mentor of sorts to my son, Bucky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Eli.
RoboCop 2.
And Jim.
I wrote Lethal Weapon 2.
RoboCop 2 is correct. So Eli still batting perfect here as we get into your next question in the category of Star Trek. In 2009's Star Trek, what test does Kirk cheat on that has him brought before a Federation tribunal hearing? My TV just turned off, probably because it's just been sitting on while I host matches.
Hurry up and watch something. Otherwise, don't turn me on.
Pretty much. I turned it on to check something that I was installing on my Xbox, and I just didn't turn it back on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jim.
I have the inability to spell. So I wrote Kobayashi Maru.
And Eli.
I also didn't know how to spell it, but I also said Kobayashi Maru.
Yes, I will accept both of those answers. So 8-5 as we get into your penultimate question in the category of DreamWorks Animation. Who voices the main villain, Tai Lung, in Kung Fu Panda? Great film. To age when we're shooting this, the fourth film in the franchise is coming to cinemas this weekend.
That's what I'm reviewing this weekend.
Seeing it on Thursday.
I'm only watching it on Friday.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Eli, let's go to you.
Ian McShane.
And Jim.
Bruce Willis.
Ian McShane is correct. So here's the sitch. Eli's at 9 points. If he hits this question, he will get a perfect round. So your question is in the category of criminal underworld. And your question is, in The Fate of the Furious, who redirects a missile gliding on top of ice with their bare hand? And no, the answer is not Nick Twohig. Though he's done equally impressive things.
I thought it was Tim Brzakala.
Tim Brzakala. Oh, man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jim.
I don't know. So I said Jacob.
And Eli.
Luke Hobbs.
Hobbs is correct. So Eli gets the perfect round. 10-5. Eli, I will be giving you a bonus question to you. Only to you. Are you ready?
Yes, my first perfect round in all my years of playing.
That's congrats. All right. Your question is, name 2 fandom films from different categories that feature a character singing the song A British Tar.
It's a good bonus round question, seeing as how I don't know what that song is.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna say, just wild guess, just random picking, Patriot Games and X-Men First Class.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Star Trek Insurrection
Mhm.
or Raiders of the Lost Ark or Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Gotcha.
So, but Eli still gets the perfect round, no bonus, but 10-5 is the score as we bring in the wheel for round number 2. Round number 2 is going to work like this. It's the wheel round. The wheel has 8 categories and also spinners and opponent's choice. We're going to spin the wheel. If you like what you spin the first time, you can keep it, or you can choose to spin again, but you have to keep whatever you spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check the multiple choice, then it'll be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available in this round. Categories on the wheel today are Epic Adventures, American Spies, Creature Features, Star Trek, Wizarding World, Worlds of DC, Criminal Underworld, and MCU. Eli, you're in the lead. Do you want to spin first or defer?
I will defer.
All right, Jim, this is going to be your first spin.
I'll take that.
No. It lands on MCU.
I'll take it.
Okay. Jim, are you ready for your questions in the category of the MCU?
Yeah.
All right, your first question. Which MCU film features a bomb disguised as a side of mashed potatoes?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Iron Man 2, B, Captain America the Winter Soldier, C, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, or D, Eternals.
Eternals.
That is incorrect. Eli, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Iron Man 2, B, Captain America the Winter Soldier, C, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, or D, Eternals?
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2 is correct for 1 point. All right, Jim, your next question in the category of MCU. Which MCU actor said the quote, "That man is playing Galaga"?
Robert Downey Jr.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Where do Thor, Rocket and Groot go to meet Eitri and create Stormbreaker in Avengers Infinity War?
Nidavellir.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, when the High Evolutionary shows Rocket how his subjects become aggressive after instant evolution, what type of animal is he using as a demonstration?
A turtle.
That is correct for 2 points and a tie game. And your final question, Jim. In Spider-Man Homecoming, who is the only one of Peter's friends to figure out he is Spider-Man?
Ned.
That is correct for 2 more points, bringing Jim's total up to 13. But with the steal, Eli is at 11. So I'm going to bring back the wheel. This is going to be the spin for Eli.
Opponent's choice.
And it lands on creature features.
I can't remember 100% the movies in this, so I'm just going to say spin again.
All right. This is what you're going to be stuck with.
Opponent's choice.
And it lands on Star Trek.
Yippee for me.
All right. So, Eli, didn't you put creature features on the wheel?
Maybe, but, just want to put something different on there.
Okay, well, just curious. Okay. All right, your questions. It's Star Trek. Eli, are you ready?
Yeah.
What was the first Star Trek film to feature the USS Excelsior?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, The Wrath of Khan, B, The Search for Spock, C, The Final Frontier, or D, The Undiscovered Country.
This is the one that popped in my head first, but Undiscovered Country.
That is incorrect. Jim, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, The Wrath of Khan, B, The Search for Spock, C, The Final Frontier, or D, The Undiscovered Country?
Wrath of Khan.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for B, The Search for Spock. All right. Eli, your next question.
Yep.
How many Star Trek films feature a performance from Brent Spiner?
How many Star Trek films feature a performance from Brent Spiner? 4.
That is correct for 2 points and a tie game.
About to say, I hope I didn't miscount.
Your next question. What is Captain Pike's first name in Star Trek Into Darkness?
Pikes. I think I have it, but multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Christopher, B, James, C, George, or D, David.
Should have stuck with it. Christopher.
That is correct for 1 point and the lead. Your next question. What does the crew name their Klingon bird of prey that they use to travel back in time in Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home?
Oh, what do they? Multiple choice.
Right, your options are A, Endurance, B, Providence, C, St. Louis, or D, Bounty.
Providence.
That is incorrect. Jim, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Endurance, B, Providence, C, St. Louis, or D, Bounty?
St. Louis.
That's also incorrect. We're looking for D, Bounty. All right, Eli, your final question in the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, why does Kirk specifically say he hates Klingons in the ship's log?
Because they killed his son.
That is correct for 2 points.
He's racist.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, pretty much.
So. After round number 2, Eli gets his total up to 16, but Jim is at 13. So only a 3-point game going into round number 3. It is the betting round. Here is the situation. So I am going to say a category. The players are going to decide whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If they get the question right, they gain those points. If they get the question wrong, they lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Any questions?
Nope.
No.
Okay, first category you can bet points on is horror icons. All right, let's get bets, starting with Eli.
0.
And Jim.
I like that bet.
Stats only. Your question is, which Nightmare on Elm Street film features a group hypnosis session where multiple people fall asleep together? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Eli.
I said Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Dream Warriors.
And Jim.
I just wrote Dream Warriors.
Jim would be correct. Dream Warriors. It's actually
Yeah,
Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors.
Okay.
So Eli would not be correct. But no points gained or lost. It is 16-13. Next
That's why I bet.
we can bet points on is Star Trek.
God.
Let's get bets, starting with Jim
Stats for me again.
and Eli.
Also stats.
All right, your question is, which Star Trek crew member voices concern to Captain Picard about appearing naked at the wedding ceremony on Beta Z in Star Trek Nemesis? I also would have concerns about this issue. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jim.
The robot guy.
No. And Eli.
I also wrote Data.
The answer is Worf.
Oh,
Worf.
he was my second pick.
So your next category you can bet points on is the MCU. Let's get bets, starting with Eli
1.
and Jim.
Not stats, 2.
All right, your question in the MCU. Who plays Justin Hammer in Iron Man 2? Cool name, Hammer. Not a cool guy, though. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Eli
Sam Rockwell.
and Jim.
Oscar winner Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell is correct. So that makes it a 2-point game, 17-15. Eli still in the lead. Your next category, your penultimate category, is Star Wars. Let's get bets, starting with Jim.
Not stats, 2.
All right, and Eli.
1.
All right, your question in the category of Star Wars. What object does Luke force pull to escape from the monster's cave on Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jim, let's go to you.
Light sword.
And Eli.
His lightsaber.
Lightsaber is correct. It is now a 1-point game. 18-17 in favor of Eli. As we get into the final category of the round, it is the category of DC. Let's get bets, starting with Eli
I may regret this. 2.
and Jim.
2.
All right, so we will have a winner after this question. If both players hit or both players miss, Eli will be the winner. But if Jim can hit and Eli misses, Jim will win. And the question is, in The Dark Knight Rises, Bane's secret location where he recruits orphan boys to his forces is located in what kind of location?
Sounds kind of perverted when you put it that way.
Yeah, it does. I'm not a huge fan of the way that was written, but it's fair.
I blame Twohig.
It adds up. I don't know that Twohig wrote that question, but
he's not here, so
that's fair. 2-1, pens down. Jim, we're going to you.
The sewer.
And Eli.
Sewers.
And your winner, Eli McCaig. Sewers was the correct answer. But hey, this was great because coming out of round number 1, Eli gets a perfect round. It's 10-5, which 5 is a good score, but Eli seemed like nothing was stopping him today. And then Star Trek came up, and he didn't seem super confident, had some misses there. If Jim maybe capitalized on those a little bit. Actually, if he would have hit those steals, he would have been the winner here today. But also, Eli could have sealed it even earlier if he had bet more. But, that's the way the game is played. That's the betting round. But this was a great match, a final score of 20-19. So great year for film, great score for this Fandom Fights match. And we're going to go talk to the players right now in the post-match interviews. Jim, fantastic match. I know you're sleepy. I'm with you. But 19 points, really good shit. Your thoughts?
So I forgot this was tonight, and about an hour ago, I took 2 melatonin and then looked down at my phone, and Nazara's like, I got this thing with my kid tonight, but you got this. And I was like, what's he talking about? And then I saw Twohig was like, link in an hour, and I was like, oh, fuck. So that's not the best, but looking at my game objectively, like there's nothing I missed because I'm tired. It was like, in round 1, I mean, okay, No Time to Die. I figured it was the newest one, but I couldn't remember that title. But other than that, it was just the stuff I missed. I just didn't know. Like I can't remember. I can't even remember the part in Iron Man 2 where there's mashed potatoes in a bomb.
When Vanko breaks out of the jail.
Oh, that okay. I should have challenged that because now I think it was a baked potato, not mashed potatoes. But whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter now. But yeah, I don't think. And in round 3, I bet correct. Like I bet on stuff. I bet 0 on because I'm never like horror icons. Like I'm not like sad about just randomly knowing Dream Warriors. So no, yeah, nothing away from Eli. I'm tired, but I didn't miss anything because I'm tired.
That's fair. Jim, this was a great match. I think you played really, really great, but I'm going to ask you the age-old question. Who do you want to play next time you're here?
Is the baby playing yet? Because I'll play her.
Not quite, but
I think I could beat her, probably. Maybe, probably not, but
I could talk to Maggie and see what we can put up.
If not her, I'll play Bucky.
Great. He's
2 beatable opponents, I think.
Yeah, he's looking to debut, so we can probably make one of those happen. Jim, fantastic job today. We'll see you in the next one.
See you later.
Eli, congrats on the win. A very impressive win, despite having maybe a little bit of a shortcoming there in round number 2. You made your way through, got big points when you needed to, and bet smart. I think, you would have missed those questions you didn't bet on. So I think, you made the right call there. How are you feeling about the match?
I mean, I'm feeling very happy, especially looking at my round 1 and being like, hey, it's my first perfect round, like ever in Fandom Fights. I'm shocked that it took me going away and coming back to actually get that. So yeah, that's a big thing. Thinking about it now, I'm remembering Godzilla and the Godzilla Monsterverse and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are in the creature features. I'm like, oh, that's why I put it on there, because I know those franchise a little bit. So maybe I should have stuck with my gut and went with it. But, hindsight's 2020. And so, yeah. And again, betting in round 3, yeah, there were a few moments with the Star Wars and the questions I bet 1 on. I was thinking maybe I should bet 2. But, it's hindsight. Again, hindsight's 2020. But yeah, I think Jim did amazing in this, especially being tired. He did amazing. And I did better than my return match. So yeah, that's a plus.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Eli, this was a very impressive win. You're now moving on to another match, whether that's part of the tournament or before the tournament. I don't know. Nick knows these things, and I don't. But you will more than likely be getting another match. I know last time you had some strong words about Kaleb Koho. Is that still what's on your mind, or do you just want to get to that title match?
100%. Koho is definitely on my mind. I know, look, again, I said it last time, he lived rent-free in my head, and he does for reasons. He knows why. I mean, he'll forever, like, if he ever gets into an interview for one of his matches and you bring me up, he's going to say, oh, I beat him twice before. Why do I need to play him again? That's going to be his mentality. And just, it's for me. I need to be able to know I can beat Koho at least once in fandom fights. And it's just eating at me. It's gnawing at me. So if by the end of all of this, it's Eli versus Koho at some point, and I can come out on the other end as the winner, that's enough for me at this point.
Awesome. Eli, we'll see you in the next one, whoever it may be, but congrats on a great match today.
Thank you so much.
That is going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. I want to thank Eli and Jim. Thank you to Nick behind the scenes for writing this one. I've been Tim. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time with another great match. Until then, bye.